you're a layman according to New Testament, right? I'm a layman. What do these textual critics say about whether we can get to the original?
They say we cannot.
Shall I get their quotes?
I'll get you William Wallace now. William Wallace was debating.
I'll get you Bart Ehrman.
Bart Ehrman.
He's wrong.
Yeah. Get Bart Ehrman, please. William Wallace was debating Bart Ehrman. William Wallace was debating Bart Ehrman. Akhi, Habibi. William Wallace was debating Bart Ehrman. William Wallace said to Bart Ehrman, in your book, misquoting Jesus, you said we're able to go back and get the original one. He said, no, I take it back. You know, he took, so don't try to bring that because he took it back already. You know, Bart Ehrman, he has to take back that statement. He said we cannot do it. William Wallace, who is defender of Christianity, because Bart Ehrman is not a Christian scholar. He's a scholar in Christianity. He was a Christian, he left Christianity. He became apostate. Because when he saw there's a lot of contradictions.
This is show you what laymen should not be commenting on the New Testament. I'm going to prove to you.
Bro, my question was to you.
Should not be commenting
on
the
New Testament.
But he did. He did. He's going to bury himself.
He did it.
I'm going to William Wallace.
I've got the quote here now.
Okay.
Now, let me give you some context. Bruce Metzger was probably the foremost, the best New Testament critic of the New Testament. And he wrote a book called The Transmission, the Corruption, and the Restoration of the New Testament. So he believed the New Testament could be restored to its original.
How? We don't have the original writing.
No.
Look at this.
So
this guy.
Are
you
a layman?
Okay.
Or a textual critic?
So you're a blind follower. Are you a blind follower?
No, I'm asking you.
No, are you a blind follower? No. So now if
ask anybody.
No.
Should I believe this layman or a textual critic who has given over 50 years to trying to reconstruct?
Okay, let us utilize. So now, if a scholar, if you're gonna answer now. Okay, now if a scholar tell me we are able to get the original writing, even though we don't have the original writing, does that make sense? We don't have the original writing, but we can get it. But guess what? We don't have the original writing.
He's ignorant. Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make any sense. He's blind following. So any person, that's why the Christians are worshiping a baby. Because why? They turn off their brain. Because how on the earth you believe? Let me finish. How on the earth you believe this a critic, a textual critic, who tells you that we can get back the original writing if well established amongst the scholars of the Bible criticism, we don't have the original writing? Explain that to me as a human being with a sound reasoning.
Okay, do you want me to? Okay.
Yeah, as a human being with a brain.
Do you know how the New Testament was transmitted?
I did ask you that. Answer me.
No, I'm going to ask because it's
answer me.
You're being ignorant.
Answer me.
Look,
two questions I've answered. The first question was who wrote the earliest manuscript which King James is based upon? You haven't answered it.
Okay, I'm going to
who wrote it?
I'm going to explain.
Yeah.
I'm going to explain.
I wrote it.
I'm going to explain why it was literally impossible for the New Testament to be corrupted.
I did ask you that. I ask you. Look, King James that you have is based upon a manuscript, correct?
Based on the Greek manuscript.
Who wrote it? Who wrote it?
Who wrote the Greek manuscript?
Yeah.
It was a copy of a copy.
Now I did ask you, is a copy. Who wrote the name? Give me the name.
It's irrelevant.
It is irrelevant. If you don't know who wrote the book, okay, are they trustworthy?
Brother, okay, so
ask me, are they trustworthy? If we don't know them.
They need to be trustworthy.
Oh, no, need to be trust. So they can be liars.
Listen.
Oh, you finished. Check out. We say bye-bye. I'm going. Khalas, I'm going to run. I'll finish you already.
No, you couldn't listen.
I should need to finish you more.
No, let me finish.
Let me finish you more then. That's why like some Christians, they like to get beat up all the time. Not physical, intellectual.
Brother, this is not one person.
So my question was, are they trustworthy?
Listen. We have over 5,000 manuscripts.
I ask you that. So the King James, my question, I'm going to let you speak until you ask my question. King James, you and I will agree, is based upon a manuscript. Came 100 years after. Who wrote it? If you don't know, are they trustworthy? If it's not, or you don't know, can they be liars? If they can be liars, how can you trust a book if you don't know who wrote it?
But inside it is already lies.
Simple way arguments.
Let me hear the answer.
Answer my question, please.
I can even go, you lot can go to the British Library.
Brother, it's too hot to go to the British Library. Just answer my question. Yes, it's too hot to walk.
I sometimes actually refer back to the Greek. I don't even go to my King James. So I don't understand what your point is.
My point is, doesn't mean because it's been written in Greek. Because I can write.
Let me turn this back.
No, let me finish. Let me finish. Let us deal with this issue. Before we digress. No, let me finish. You have to let me finish.
Hang on, Shamsi, wait there. Can the brother answer the question? Do you know who wrote it? Yes. Do you know who wrote the original?
Okay, let me ask him the question.
No,
I'm going to ask him a question.
No, answer my question. That's what I'm saying. Let me go back. All of us Christian scholars will agree with you. William Wallace is one of the best Christian scholar of the Bible criticism, yeah? He had a debate with Bart Ehrman. And he said to Bart Ehrman, you said in the book, Misquoting Jesus, he wrote a book, that's one of the early books, Misquoting Jesus, that somehow we can go back and get some original right text and so on. He said, no, I take it back. He said, don't misquote me because after that book, I have written many books and I take it back. Then William Wallace himself, he said, we cannot get back everything what is being said in the original writing. William Wallace said that, one of the best. But forget all of this. Allah gave us a brain to utilize. If we don't have the original writing, how can we get back the original writing if we don't have it to begin with? My question was to you, if we don't know, because King James, ESV and AV, all of them, I understand that, but they are based upon a manuscript. Those manuscripts, it came 100 years after the original writers. Let me finish. 100 years after. If we don't know them, can we trust them?
If
that's
I
my question.
You all your manuscripts, would you tell me you wrote them?
If we don't know them, brother, don't answer that. If we don't know them, brother, he digressed you. He tricked you. He tricked you. Don't do that. Now come back to me. And now, if we don't know them, can we trust them? If we don't know them, can we trust them?
I'll put it back to you.
Who
wrote the top copy manuscript?
What? Top copy what?
Top copy manuscript.
Huh?
Who wrote the top copy manuscript?
What's that?
Of your Quran. You don't know the top copy.
But you didn't say Quran, you said top copy manuscript, that's it.
Cool, that's what it's called.
No. Ask Quran, Bible 1, which one you talk about? Quran 1, ask as a Muslim, alhamdulillah.
Who wrote the top copy manuscript?
We don't follow manuscripts. That's the beauty of Islam. Do you know why? Because as a Muslim, doesn't mean because we found a writing that goes back 500 years ago, we blind follow it. Because the question we ask ourselves, who wrote it? He could be the best, the biggest liar. What was his name? We don't know. Maybe he's an English speaker. He just know Arabic. That's why when we have ijaza. That's why in the Quran, what Allah said in the Quran, إِنَّا نَحْنُ نَزَّلْنَا الذِّكْرَ وَإِنَّا لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ. We will preserve the Quran. We challenge the Jews and the Christians and the Muslims. Let me finish. Don't digress. Let me finish.
I'll bury you.
He's not let me finish.
Yeah,
you see what he did? Do you remember what I told him? No, let me deal with him, yeah? And remember, I have a class at 6 o'clock.
You're going to run soon.
No, here, I'll show you, here. No, 6:30, no, here, I'll show you. No, here, for people to run, I finished you many times. No, let me show you, because you said, let me show you, because you said, I'm going to, here. Read it.
Okay,
No, read it.
Okay, I believe you.
Read it. General reminder in Woolwich, 6:30. Here, I'm going to. No.
Shamsi, be a bit late though.
No, they rent a hall.
No, be a little bit.
But remember, if they rent a hall, akhi.
Do VIP.
Yeah, but the people.
10 minutes. You have to be a little bit late.
Why? Where are you from? What country from originally?
Guyana.
That's why.
Guyanese.
You have to be late. Anyway, my point was to you.
There's no beef. Yeah,
No beef, no chicken.
You're
I know
passionate.
that.
You're passionate what you believe, yeah?
Don't worry.
It's not personal.
Hear me out. No, of course.
I think you're wrong.
You have to let me finish.
I think you're deceived.
I'm not wrong. I'm not. Remember what I said to you in the beginning? I said, listen, if I say to you you're a murderer, don't say you're a murderer too. What are you doing? You're proving that you're a murderer. So let me finish. Defend your case. And now we establish we don't know the writers of the oldest manuscript, so don't know who we cannot trust them. And now we as the Muslims, we're not in need of the manuscript because the Quran was passed down to us generation by generation. That's why since the time
Yes, they did.
You're not gonna let me finish. Look, every time he's gonna cut me off.
Can you prove that from the Quran?
Brother.
Sahih Muslim.
Listen, brother, akhi. That's why sometimes I speak to Muslims more than. Anyway, now do you know what we can do?
Tell him to be quiet.
Do you know what we can do? We can put the test. Which one is going to be preserved, the Bible or the Quran right now? If the Jews and the Christians and the Muslims, all of them, they burn their scriptures, will have nothing in the written form. Which scripture will remain? No, I'm answering you. Answer. Look, I'll answer. Just please answer. Which scripture will remain?
That's just a silly argument.
No, just answer, please answer.
What, today? Obviously,
Yeah.
you lot memorize it.
Thank you very much. Take care. Bye. Salam alaikum. Take care. Salas. Alhamdulillah. That's it. Quran. From the top of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I have to go, Akhwa. To give it. Akhwa, here. Take your stuff. I have to go.
Nice talking to you.
Nice to get to you. May Allah get them.
No, my God, you were repentance.
pas se voir. Watch at 30 second because